Good morning, good morning. So I'm just gonna recap today's day trades. I haven't done that before, so I was looking at the levels. It was gapping up SGBX. I'll start with the SGBX. It was gapping above the 50-day moving average, and the previous high of the day is 723. That's a major level. If you can see, guys, it was a support here, resistance, and then resistance, and then resistance. And it was gapping right below it. So I thought if it breaks the 723, the 72023 or whatever, that area, it has potential to take off. So I plotted my levels. Okay, that's one here, and there's another one right here. Okay, so that's a level of resistance, and resistance here. And I plotted the second level here up on the top here at 1044. So now that's 923, that's 1044, and this level here at 723. Let's go to the intraday chart. It opened up at 687, and I was watching it, so it actually didn't do much here. So the open was good, okay, and then it shot and it halted. When it halted, it got my attention, okay, but it didn't halt on a very good volume, so it just halted. I don't know. So I went and I planned my intraday. I went and plotted my uh, Fibonacci retracement level, and I plotted my initial morning high. So that's my initial morning high, and it broke through it. It halted. So I waited. I said if it pulls back and it holds this level, that would be a good entry. So we bypassed we bypassed the seven on the daily chart. We bypassed the 723. Okay, the 723, we bypassed it, so it broke this resistance area from here, and it was a previous support, so it's a key area. So after it did that, I said if it holds the area, I'm getting in. So it did hold it. It opened from the halt. I waited. It did hold it. It held at the VWAP. Okay, so I entered right here. Okay, and it was like 755. That's where I got in. Okay, 755. I wanted it to break this area, so I waited and I got my first take profit. I don't know why it's doing that, but it's okay. So that's where I got in. My first take profit was up here. After it broke that, I had an order sitting right there. I don't know why it's. There you go. Okay. I had an order sitting right there. I got a fill at 829, I believe. So 829, right down here. Sorry. Okay. And it pulled back slowly. It held this area. I was happy that it held this area. And that was my first take profit. My second take profit was right here at 8 870. Check, yeah, at 870. Okay, and I took a bulk of my, like, the big bulk of my position, the resistance area right here, so at 923. Okay, I took 20% right here. I missed it at this candle, but I got filled at this candle. Okay, and I got it in at 909. Okay, so right here. Okay, I left the last 15% of my position just to see if it's going to take off. It did not take off. Okay, I ended up just exiting right here at my last 15%. So that was a single trade. It's not a home run or anything, but I thought I'd share. Okay, it was a good trade. I made a good money on that, so it's not the home run again. And then I had pre-market planned for LFS. Okay. LFS was cleaner, was nicer. Okay. Basically, so what I did, LFS, so I plotted my key areas. So that was a key area. Okay. 581, that resistance right here. And then at 650, I had resistance here and resistance here. I thought if it goes over 650, it breaks that, it has room to go all the way to this area here at 881. And then if it breaks it, it has room to go all the way to almost $10. So that's a daily chart. So let's go to the 3-minute chart. So it opened up, it grinded up with no volume, almost no volume. So I did not really care about it too much, but I kept an eye on it. It's on my watch list. And it broke the first key area, 581, but with almost no volume. So I did not really pay too much attention to it. I kept it. Once it halted, it actually got my attention. Again, it's pretty close to the other one. It opened the halt. It went all the way back. It was really choppy. Okay, but I said if it holds this initial morning high, I'm getting in. Okay, and it depends also on the volume. So it did. It went back. So it went back and it held it. I liked this candle. I liked the increase in volume. Okay, because it halted on a slow volume, but after that, it got a lot of traders' attention. Okay, so look at the volume increase, and it was actually pulling down with the decrease of volume. So that was like a good sign for me as well. It held here, so I decided to actually get in, and I actually did not get in on this candle. I got in at this candle. Okay, my fill price was at 685, so I got in right here. Okay, 685, right by that. Okay, and my stop loss was 635, right below this. I said if it's not going to hold, I'm just going to exit the trade. Remember, just another thing I'm just going to tell you. Just give me a second. So I got in here, and my first take profit was at this candle. I did not get filled at this green candle. I got filled at here, right here. Okay, right at right before $8. Like it was like 792 or something like that. That was my first fill. My second one, okay, I got filled. It pushed all the way back, but it went all the way back up, and I got my second take profit right here. I believe it was on this candle. Okay. There was heavy selling pressure, guys, here. I had like I believe 30% left. So I got filled here at 640 846, and then you see this rejection here? Um it rejected once, twice, three, four times. I thought it was really hard to break it, but what I did, I still saw it's holding up this line. It's holding up the VWAP. Okay, it's holding up the 9 moving average. So when it heavily rejected on this candle, guys, here, I said it's not going to go through. I That's what I thought, and then it pushed back up. So I put, out of the 30%, I put 15% at 856, and I got filled at 856 right here with only 15% of my position. Okay, and then it got heavily rejected. I exited right here, and I saw the level 2. I saw the really heavy selling pressure, so I exited right here at, I don't know, it's what my fill. It was like maybe 806 or something like that, like right here before it halted. And I saw, like, I didn't see it coming, but it did halt. So I'm glad I got out right here. But that was a really good trade as well. It was a good single trade. I didn't, unfortunately, I didn't get the follow through, but I thought it's not gonna get to my level at up here at 881. It was hard to get there. So yeah. Yeah, that's it. It's just a quick two singles. I did not like the volume here, but there's one thing I wanted to mention. Look at the SPY. And I had on my watch list, I had Nvidia, I had a few stocks, Tesla, and but when I didn't see the follow through on SPY, so I knew a lot of traders would go to the low cap stocks, and that's what gives them a push when the SPY is not really performing that well. Usually, some of the low cap stocks perform really well. Thank you, and that's it.